तो मैं उपेंद्र कुमार, आज मैंने फैसला किया है कि एक स्पोकन क्लास भी दूं, हाउ टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश, हाउ टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश. In general way, people understand that English is very tough language. No, my dear, very simple language. We know that there are 26 letters in English. So, firstly, today I will teach you how to introduce yourself, how to introduce yourself, how to extend your introduction before anyone, how talking can begin, कैसे बातें करें अंग्रेजी में. तो देखिए, जनरली सवाल ये आता है कि इन द फर्स्ट मीटिंग एनीवन आस्क्स व्हाट्स योर इंट्रोडक्शन, या और प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ, कृपया अपना परिचय दें. प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ, कृपया अपना परिचय दें. तो इन इंट्रोडक्शन यू हैव टू से योर नेम, फादर्स नेम, मदर्स नेम, रेसिडेंट ऑफ विलेज or town, state Bihar, country India. This is your introduction. So don't worry, my dear. And in day-to-day life, if we come across, we meet anyone, then if the question is asked, how are you? How are you? You have to say, I am fine. I am fine. And you? I am fine. And you? कैसे हैं आप? मैं तो अच्छा हूँ, और आप? देखिए कितना सारा लैंग्वेज है. फिर कहते हैं व्हाट आर यू डूइंग प्रेजेंटली, व्हाट आर यू डूइंग प्रेजेंटली, वर्तमान समय में आप कर क्या रहे हैं. तो एनीवन इज डूइंग एनीथिंग. सपोज यू आर इन स्टडी, यू आर स्टूडेंट ऑफ क्लास इंटरमीडिएट, यू आर स्टूडेंट ऑफ क्लास ग्रेजुएशन, यू हैव टू टेल आई एम द स्टूडेंट ऑफ सो एंड सो एंड सो एंड सो. नाउ इन जनरल वेज a question is asked, प्रश्न पूछा जाए, what's your hobby? What's your hobby? What's your HOBBY? Hobby क्या है भाई? तो you have to say, listening radio is my hobby, listening television is my hobby, playing match is my hobby, playing cricket is my hobby, reading newspaper is my hobby, gardening is my hobby, doing kitchen work is my hobby. So anyone might have the different hobbies, but you have to say only answer, reading book is my hobby, reading different novels is my hobby. Some can say looking on mobile different topics is my hobby. Some can say looking newspaper on mobile is my hobby. There is no question. This question is solved. Now, anyone asks, what is the aim of your life? What is the goal of your life? Aim, A-I-M, goal, G-O-A-L. आपके जीवन का लक्ष्य क्या है? So dear students, in this regard, in my opinion, each and every student must answer frankly that to be a gentleman is my aim. एक इंसान बनना मेरी पहली ख्वाहिश है. टू बी ए जेंटलमैन इज माई एम. टू बी ए जेंटलमैन इज द एम ऑफ माई लाइफ. तो जब आप जेंटलमैन बन जाओगे, इंसान व्यक्ति बन जाओगे. कुछ लोग कहते हैं टू बी ए डॉक्टर, टू बी एन इंजीनियर, टू बी ए टीचर, दिस इज द फर्दर मैटर, आगे का मामला है. बट वेन एवर यू आस्क इन इंटरव्यू और बाई एनीवन एंड योर आंसर इज टू बी ए जेंटलमैन, तो हेयर Abraham Lincoln, the President of America, ex-president, had written a letter to his son's teacher. अपने बेटे के शिक्षक को अमेरिका के पूर्व राष्ट्रपति अब्राहम लिंकन साहब ने एक पत्र लिखा था. In that letter, he had urged and requested the teacher, saying, then I quote, "Oh, the teacher of my son, I do not like to see my son as an engineer, as a doctor, as an officer, or the great, or holding any post. Firstly, I would like to visualize my son as the gentleman of the world so that he could extend his services to the welfare of humanity." उन्होंने अपने बेटे के शिक्षक से कहा था ना कि भाई शिक्षक महोदय, मैं अपने पुत्र को एक इंजीनियर बनना देखना नहीं चाहता, एक डॉक्टर बनना देखना नहीं चाहता। सबसे पहले तो मैं अपने बच्चे को इंसान बना दीजिए, हमारे बेटे को, ताकि यह मानवता का काम आ जाए। दिस इज द मैटर माय डियर, एंड दैट इज व्हाई आई टोल्ड यू दैट व्हेनेवर यू आर आस्क्ड दैट व्हाट इज द एम ऑफ योर लाइफ, व्हाट्स द गोल ऑफ योर लाइफ, boldly, frankly, bravely, you have to answer, to be a gentleman is the aim of my life. To be a gentleman is the aim of my life. This kind of answer assures that there is something in particular man, particular woman, particular girl by whom this question is answered. अब देखो भाई, now in English generally we talk a language. So at the time of speaking, some differentiation in pronunciation. For example, in India, if anybody asks, what is the aim of your life? This is Indian turn. When I ask, what's the aim of your life? What's the aim of your life? This is American and something mingling to Australian pronunciation. So in English, you can express your feelings. What's your name? What's your name? Answer, you know. Tell him name. What is your introduction? To completely tell, answer that I am the student of class O. Namely, जो आपका नाम है उसको रखिए, माता पिता का नाम तो फुल एड्रेस को लिखने का है, तब ऐसा तो बताना है। तो अंग्रेजी, English is a very interesting subject. And English is a subject, is a language. What is English? Dear students, answer. English is a language and literature. English is a language and literature. अंग्रेजी एक भाषा और साहित्य है. When we are speaking to anyone, this is language. And when we read a story, drama, novel, poem, this is what? This is literature. So English is a language, language, and literature, literature. So this is the first spoken class that Upendar Kumar, a completely blind person, resident of village Kamarpur Dhava, post Dana Diri district, Jahanabad, pin code 804429, mobile number 9955634221, is extending his message, conveying his message that dear students, do never puzzle, कभी घबराओ नहीं, do never puzzle, answer boldly, ask boldly, and just anyone asks you, what is the aim of your life? And telling him, you can ask, and yours? And yours? There is no need of saying, what is the aim of your life? No. If anyone asks you, आपसे पूछा, what is the aim of your life? तो आप फिर उसको मत कहिए, what is the aim of your life? No. Telling him, उनको बताइए, और उसके बाद कहिए, and yours? और आपका? बस इतना ही बोलना है आपको. So I think, my dear students, that English is a language which links you, which links the world, the people of the world, in a single string. एक धागा में पिरोता है अंग्रेजी भाषा. ऐसी बात नहीं है, भाषा किसी के देश की खास नहीं होती, भाषा किसी के बाप की नहीं होती. Each and every of us has the right over any language to learn. कोई भी भाषा हम सीख सकते हैं. तो I think that this class will enable you to understand the first part of a spoken time, a spoken period. During speaking, sometimes if anybody asks you, what's your hobby? So telling your hobby, also you ask, and yours? ये कोई जरूरी नहीं. आपने ऐसा पूछे कि what is your hobby? क्यों? आपने तो पूछा and yours, इतना ही से काम चला लो. तो this is the concise prescription that I am giving you. Don't bewilder or don't puzzle. Listen at first to the speaker's words and thereafter answer boldly. Sometimes concisely, sometimes in detail. If detail is needed, detail will be given. If concise introduction is needed, concise means संक्षेप में, in concise. संक्षेप में आप बातें कर सकते हो. जैसे if anybody asks you, how are you? I am fine, and you? I am fine, and you? अब कोई जरूरी नहीं. वो पूछा आपसे, how are you? तो आप भी उससे पूछिएगा, how are you? No. telling you, I am fine. Sometimes I am fine expecting the same for you. मैं तो खुश हूँ आपकी कुशलता की आशा करते हुए, मैं ऐसा सोचता हूँ कि यू आर द सेम एज आई एम, जैसा मैं हूँ वैसा ही आप हैं। तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये स्पोकन कोर्स भी आपको मैंने देने का फैसला किया। आई हैव डिसाइडेड टू गिव यू स्पोकन कोर्स बिकॉज स्पोकन कोर्स इज वेरी कॉस्टली इन द मार्केट, एंड माई व्यू इज टू एडुकेट द पीपल, दोज not only of the rich but to the poor, even living in the village, just grazing his animals. कोई भैंस चराते हुए, गाय चराते हुए अंग्रेजी बोले, there is no matter, आप सीख जाओगे ना। भैंस चरा रहे हैं, गाय चरा रहे हैं आपस में, how are you, who are you, what are you doing, what is your mission, how we will uplift the downtrodden society, certain questions. And dear students, just so there is a need to there is a need to just practicize you. In practice, you can do, and English is very, very easy language. Thank you very much.